Hello everybody and welcome back. My name is Kari and today I am doing my June wrap-up. So besides reading for the bar, which involved multiple books, I managed to reread 9 books, which I'm actually really happy with because, let's be honest, with all the reading I was already doing for the bar, I didn't necessarily have the mental capacity or energy to read or reread much, if anything. That said, let's get into the 9 books I actually did manage to read. So the first 5 are from the same series, the Land of Elyon series, and I will leave the link to the review that I did for these down below because, I talk a lot more about the series itself as a whole and individual books in that review, so if you want to check that out, link is down below. But those books are The Dark Hills Divide, Beyond the Valley of Thorns, The Tent City, Into the Mist, and Stargazer. They are a middle grade YA fantasy series. It's a coming of age series as well. They follow a girl, Alexa, who is 12 years old in the first one and then 13 through the rest of it. She has to defeat somebody in the first one who is trying to destroy her town. Throughout the next 4, she has to protect her town again, except her town has sort of broadened in definition. It makes more sense if you read them. I gave all of these books either a 4 or a 5 star because I just love them so much, and it's been such a long time since I read them that I'd forgotten a lot of the parts of it. There are talking animals and giants and an overly energetic squirrel that is just the cutest thing to imagine. He's fantastic and hilarious. There's a little man called Yipes who is also one of Alexa's best friends, and it's just really fun to see Alexa grow throughout the series. Next, I finished a series that I started rereading back in February, and that is The Enchanted Forest Chronicles by Patricia C. Reed. So, like I said, the first one I read back in February, but I read the second one, which is Searching for Dragons, the third one, which is Calling on Dragons, and the fourth one, which is Talking to Dragons, in June. These books continue to follow Cimmerine through the Enchanted Forest, and then there's a bog, and then we're back in the Enchanted Forest with a different character. Again, love these series. I like the 4th one less than the rest of them because it just seems very distant from the rest of it. It's written first person, things like that. But if you want to hear more about my thoughts on that, I will leave the link to the review I did on this series down below as well. Overall, these books all got a 5 star except for the last one, which got 4 stars. Still great books. They are a middle grade fantasy. There are dragons and giants and flying carpets that don't work the way they're supposed to, and fairy tales that are just wrapped up into this in ways you don't expect. These are the books that got me into fantasy, and for that reason, and the fact that I just think they're amazing in general, they hold a very special place in my heart. And then the last book that I managed to reread in June is The Cry of the Ice Mark by Stuart Hill. This is the first book in his trilogy, the last one which I'm currently reading, and it follows a girl named Thurin, who is a princess at the start of the book, and she has to fight off this rampaging scientific empire that's trying to essentially take over the world. She has to find allies and she has to find a way to defeat these people and this general that has never been defeated before. Amazing, amazing book. I will be reviewing the series shortly when I finish it, so be looking out for that review when it comes up. Did give Cry of the Ice Mark 5 stars as well. Again, one of my favorites. It's just great. Anyway, those are the 9 books that I actually managed to read in June. I almost said May, but that's not right. June. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up down below, and if you want to see more content like this, hit that subscribe button down below. As always, I will leave my Goodreads linked in the down bar if you want to check out what I read. But until my next video, and soon they will include new books, I promise. Bye.